and struggle and pain, and to have it be a milestone in my own life of God molding me and shaping me and beginning a new work in my life. And then to see that song go out to millions of people and start the same work in other people all around the world. That's the gift of that song for me. It's been just a delight to see, especially men, just rising up, becoming the leaders and the men that He's called us to be, continually seeking after the Lord with all of our hearts. And He shapes us through those struggles. And it's kind of been my life over the past year. God's been shaping me through more struggles than I really would have wished for. A year ago, we put out the album Pieces of a Real Heart on March 9th, and it had a broken heart on the cover. And on that album, there were songs like Keep My Heart Alive and Dear Heart, and lyrics about heart all over it, like the bridge to the song Redeemer we're about to sing in a minute. And it says this, it says, I don't have every answer in life, but I'm trusting you one day at a time, because you can make a weak heart stay alive forever. And man, I'll tell you, that song was meaningful to me on March 9th when it came out. Pieces of a Real Heart. 1 month later, my wife and I went to a 20-week routine ultrasound for our third baby. We found out that day that he was a boy. We had 2 girls, so we were excited to find out we were having a boy. It was exciting, but I'll tell you what, that same day we found out that our little boy only had half a heart. And the doctors didn't tell us very hopeful things that day, but we decided that we were going to name our son Bowen, because Bowen means small, victorious one. Because I believe with all my heart that God is in control. I don't think it was a coincidence that we were writing about the heart over and over and over again and put out Pieces of a Real Heart, and then 1 month later I found that out. And I don't think it's a coincidence that I got into my car and the first song I heard on K-Love was Hold My Heart by 10th Avenue North. I don't think it's a coincidence. Actually, I know it's not, because my God is God. He is God. He is God. He is in control. He is sovereign over everything. He is everything. And He started showing me through my pain as I started seeking out to Him, God, why would my son be made like this? Psalm 139, you knit my boy together. I believe it with all my heart. And I know you have a purpose and a plan, and I'm trusting you. And I started praying that God would heal his heart, because I know God can heal. I believe it with all my heart. I know He can. Sometimes He chooses to, sometimes He doesn't. And on September 9th, my son was born with half a heart, Bowen Matthew Hammett. And I was thinking about the story of the blind man too. I kept trusting, because the disciples asked why, just like we ask why. Why? I said, Jesus, why was this man born blind? Who sinned is what they said. They said, who messed up? This man was born blind. And Jesus said, if you really think about the implications of what Jesus is saying here, if you really dwell on it, it's massive, okay? Jesus said that it wasn't because anybody sinned that man was born blind in John chapter 9. He said it's so that the works of God would be displayed in his life. The works of God through what looked like a tragedy. Here's what I've learned over the course of the past few months. I've learned that through what seemed like tragedies to us, okay, in the same way that when we do a concert, we love to do a concert under the dark night. We love to get in a room and turn down the lights in the room so that we can see the beauty of the shining lights. And that's what God allows to happen in our lives sometimes. Sometimes He allows the things that are not our eternal hope, the things of this life, our circumstances here, sometimes He allows those to look dark so that we can see the glorious light of Jesus Christ emerging. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. In the midst of our pain, we see purpose. That purpose is written throughout this book. Through the greatest tragedies of the human heart and circumstances emerges one story. 40 authors, 40 generations, thousands of years. The story is simply, we are a tragedy, but Jesus Christ is a treasure. And He is our hope. That's it. That's it. And I echo the words of Paul. He says, so we do not lose heart, though our outer nature is wasting away, our inner nature is being renewed day by day. For the slight momentary affliction is preparing for us an eternal weight of glory beyond all comparison. I sing those words with all my heart. I'm still a dreamer. I'm still a believer because I have Jesus. And here's the thing, my son's 10 months old now. He's been through 2 open heart surgeries. He's doing great. I just have to tell you, by the way, my boy Bowen's doing great. And out of what looked like a tragedy to us, God has been doing an incredible work in our lives and through the lives of some other people who've been with us. And my wife and I actually just recently started a foundation for other families who are hurting. We met so many families in the hospital who felt like they had no hope, whose children were dying, whose children were going through open heart surgery, and they just felt hopeless. And we wanted to start an organization that would reach them with the love of God and meet their needs. And we started the Whole Hearts Foundation. We're in our fundraising process right now. And I've been doing this Pepsi Challenge grant. I'm up for $50,000 for our foundation right now. I've been trying to get people to vote, and here's the deal. I'm in the top 20. And I haven't done this, and I wasn't going to do this, but today I said this one day I'm going to do it because we have one more day to get in the top 10, to win $50,000, to show the love of Christ to families that are hurting. And so this is what I want you to do with me right now. If this doesn't work right now because we crashed the server, then keep trying throughout the day, and it goes through tomorrow. I want everybody to pull out your cell phones and do this for me. It won't cost you anything.